Usually, I'd fill the car with some kind of idle talk, whether I'm with friends or just by myself, but this time I just let the silence hang. Neither Parrot nor Skylar seemed keen on chatting, not even with classic Queen tracks playing, so the Cative's perfectly serviceable car is almost uncomfortably quiet as we cruise through the night streets of the New York City. I've got this strange sensation in my stomach, like I've eaten a chunk of ice. If injury could get indigestion, I'd blame it on my last mortal meal. But since that's not a thing, I guess this feeling must be anxiety. It's really not my usual vibe. Something about this whole situation makes the hairs on my neck stand straight up. Feels like there's something terrifying waiting for me at our destination, just a few blocks away. But weirdly enough, my gut is telling me not to run from it. My gut is usually spot on. As we pull up to the meeting spot, the night courier stands out immediately, mostly because she's the only one around, clad in dark leathers and sporting a helmet. She almost disappears into the night alongside her bike. We barely come to a halt before Skylar jumps out of the car and approaches the courier in a few strides. Seems eager to talk and even more eager to bolt. I keep my eye on her, ready to give chase. Looks like she might make a run for it. There's no one in question. I shoot a quick glance his way and catch him looking at Skylar just as intently as I am. Oh, come on. Of course she does. Or am I the only one flagged as a flight risk in your book? Well, I haven't come across anyone quite as slippery as you, so there you have it. The moment Skylar pivots and heads up our way, we cut the chatter and step out of the car. 5 minutes, that's all I could get for you. Spend it well. Her hand reaches out to me in a gesture that feels overly formal. I shake it vigorously, keeping my face utterly solemn. She jerks it away, clearly taken aback by my intensity. Baby, could I trade glasses and get a new bottle? And bottle. Thank you. The key, you know, to your stash. I held up my end of the bargain. Yeah, got it right here. I toss her the key, which she easily snags out of the air. Pleasure. With that, she's off into the night. As she disappears, we casually approach the night courier. One look at Parrot reveals a simmering impatience. I know he wants to take the lead. Honestly, while I'm not exactly thrilled to step aside, it seems like a pragmatic choice. Let's face it, negotiations with Skylar went less than stellar, even by my standards. But Parrot hardly gets a word out before the courier cuts him off with a sharp, sour response. Hello, Mummy. Shut the hell up, pretty boy. Wait, I know the sound of that walking angst vortex. Callie, the fuck did you get yourself into this time? Shakes off her helmet and I'm floored, staring at a face I never thought I'd see again, outside of some vampire afterlife fantasy. Jess? Holy shit, is that actually you? Is this why you dragged my ass over here, to star in this shitty high school reunion? As prickly as ever, I'm dying to give her a hug, but her thundercloud of a face screamed, back the fuck off. I settle for an awkward pat on the shoulder. Care to introduce me? Jess's eyes nearly pop out of her head. Oh, piss off! Is this really why I'm out here? What? Oh, hell no. It's, let's just go one step at a time. Christ. Parrot, meet Jessica Wainwright. I know you like it formal. She was part of our crew before she up and vanished like a ghost, a year back or so. Speaking of which, we thought you were gone. For good, I mean. She seems thrown by that, but she swallows whatever rush of words is clawing at her throat. Oh, really? Well, that clears up the mystery of the silent phones. So we're playing it like that? I fucking warned you, you dick. Not like I can text beyond the grave. FYI, I left you guys a fucking note. This whole situation is surreal. The hell are you on about? Renard said, of course, Renard fucking Castle, turning shit into gospel. Her deceptively soft features harden. Why the hell are you poking around for him anyway? Why? Because it's a fucking Tuesday, that's why. And by that I mean he's off the grid and I'm neck deep in shit because the camera wants him found. Right? And who's this charmer? I am essentially the raft keeping her afloat in the cesspool she's plunged into. Not gonna lie, I jump up a little. I sort of forgot he was even there. I still toss him a wounded look and pant a little while Jess lets out a hearty laugh. So I'm surfing this wave of horseshit with you? Oh, you filthy, filthy lifeline. The sheriff had him shadow me. I swear he's useful sometimes. Maybe it's the pretty yet infinitely punchable face that does it. Right, and you just went along with all this creeping around because why exactly? You see, with 2025 right around the corner, I'm exploring my personality a bit. Plus, there was the whole get decapitated by the sheriff's blade thing hanging over my neck, so yeah, I chose the lesser of the two shit shows. Just clearly not amused. Stepping outside of the gang has really changed her vibe. Hell, we used to get along swimmingly back when we were cramped in the RV together. Maybe a bit of real talk is what I need to melt that ice. I drop my voice as if letting her in on a deep dark secret. Truth be told, there's gotta be something bigger at play with this whole mess, you hear me? I just can't figure out what the hell they want with Renard. Why now of all times? Jess shrugs and crosses her arms over her chest, looking like she couldn't care less. Water's wet, the sky's blue, and piss stinks. By which I mean, underneath all that charm, Cassel's been a two-faced lying sack of shit from day one. No wonder the whole ivory tower is on his tail. Hold up, there's clearly bad blood between her and Renard, and it's skewing her view a bit. Maybe. Charming, sure. I'd buy snake oil off the bastard too, but he's always been straight with me. What's even worse, she had this hard look in her eye I could only interpret as pity. The hell's there to pity? I'm doing just fine, thank you very much. Bad through the grapevine you might know where Cassell is hiding. And Jess laughs at that. Am I losing my edge here? Oh honey, Cassell doesn't even do the shit than Carly is. See, I've been involved with the circulatory system on and off, passing messages and whatnot. She leans back in further onto her bike, all cool and collected, like nothing gets to her. I almost follow, enraptured, but catch myself at the last moment and straighten up, signaling for her to continue. Word is, Cassell shot right up to the top of their shit list just a couple of nights back, based on some fresh intel they got from who knows where. Suddenly she leans forward on her elbows, looking at me seriously. This is major league shit, Carly. Could be Uncle Sam level big, and it might not just be Cassell in the crosshairs, but anyone tangled up with him. Keep the hell away. Yeah, except running away somehow vanished from my playbook. I'll literally lose my head over it. She shrugs and starts putting her helmet on. It's your problem, not mine. I bailed on that clusterfuck of a sire for a reason, and on life's been beautiful ever since. Good fucking luck though. Pause for dramatic effect. And don't bother calling me again. There she's gone, just an engine roar fading into the night. Right back at you, bitch. Without looking at Parrick, I let out an awkward laugh and kick at some loose stones. She's quite something. How are you holding up? She used to be real sweet in a sour kind of way, you know? Guess the big city really does chew you up and spit you out. So, the circulatory system, huh? What's your take? Parrick, mercifully, bites his glib tongue and pretends not to see I'm sore in shambles. It appears they are more eager to nab Renard Cassell than we anticipated, and they managed to acquire some incriminating intel. To be honest, things don't look good for him. Right, we're still no closer to finding him than we were last night, or whenever. There is also the matter of whether the circulatory system intends to hunt you as well, by virtue of being Renard's accomplice. Oh please, I'm hardly even a sidekick. He levels a blank stare at me, and I bark out a laugh, my spirits momentarily lifted. I rub my hands together briskly, suddenly feeling like mischief. Well, seeing as your arc-led lead didn't really pan out, guess we're hitting Sandsrek next. He hesitates, idly twirling his ring, more of a tick than an actual lead this time. It is indeed our backup lead, but only lead. Fine, at the moment it is our only lead, but I have my reservations about Sandsrek. Let's unpack this back at my haven. Besides, dawn is nearly upon us. He starts walking towards the car, then pauses when he sees I haven't moved. I tug at the fraying edge of my sleeve, smiling at him almost apologetically. Yeah, funny story, but I can't. Literally. He sizes me up relentlessly. Callie, this isn't the moment for your antics. We need to move, and quickly. Thing is, your haven isn't safe for me anymore. What are you? It's just the thing with my clan. If I crash in the same spot more than once a week, you might as well sweep me up at sundown, like with a broom. He looks at me piercingly, searching for deceit which, for once, isn't there. His fingers dance on his hand, spinning the ring furiously. Finally, they come to a stop. Yeah, I get it. I'm not messing around, Oh, you do? A hint of mirth sparkles in his gaze, though his expression remains stoic. Let's rendezvous at my place tomorrow night. I've got a private eye in mind who might have an idea where to find Sasoric. PI? You're not talking about D'Angelo, are you? He arches an eyebrow, a flicker of surprise on his face. Already acquainted, I see. More like disappointed. The leper's a good guy, but a dead end. What? Are you okay, Tom? What's happening? I'm good, thank you, Tom. Are you okay? He even implied it was somehow my fault Ronald's vanished off the face of the earth. Well, Costello is practically a ghost. Susrick, on the other hand, is not exactly hiding. D'Angelo should know a thing or two about him. There, but he's a slippery little eel. We might need his leverage to get him talking. A shade of a smile crosses his face. Leave that to me. He'll talk. He turns around and climbs behind the perfectly serviceable wheel. Tomorrow dusk, my haven. Don't let me down. I give him a playful salute, waving as he pulls away. Look at that. That's bleeding today already. I really need to get a move on. There's a damp little cell I've been eyeing for a crash pad. It's not exactly the Ritz, but I've done my homework. It's secure enough for a quick sleepover. Time's ticking, but with any luck, I'll snag some prey en route. It's not good to sleep on an empty stomach, after all. Okay, excellent. Tell me more. We should go feed, right? Because we're half empty. We should go feed. We should go feed. The moment I step into the club, I know it's an excellent place to hunt. Crowded with mortals, blackout drunk, and high out of their minds. I'm jealous. Living in the assume we get a happy ending. You always get a happy ending, Drago. Actually, will get you everything in life. Everywhere in life. Hell yeah, man. Wait, why is it on an auto advance? No. How did I turn that on? Anyway. Crowded mortals, blackout drunk, and high out of their minds. Swaying, jumping, and writhing on the dance floor like there's no tomorrow. Only tonight, only now, only ecstasy. Alright, sorry, I'll be back on later. No worries, my lovely. Go enjoy a shower. I'm gonna quench that awful chlorine first in no time. Let's see, what do we have here? Right, what do we reckon, guys? Do we reckon we go to the dance floor, the wallflowers, or the bathroom? Wait, do you think this is like part of the artwork, or do you think this is actually a good guy that's just stood here? Oh. But I think the people in the bathroom are going to be throwing up. The dance floor, they're going to have friends. Space, I didn't realize you wanted input. It doesn't have to be. It's okay, sister. So I think the wallflowers, because those are the sort of people that don't have friends, right? These feel so AI generated though. Like, what are these little triangle things on the bar? A bathroom? They're gonna be throwing up in the bathroom. Alright, we can go bathroom. Well, I've clicked bathroom now, Draco. We're going to the bathroom. Restrooms in clubs are easy pickings because mortals flock to them. Every reveller makes their way there at least once per night. Most of them many more times, and some just never leave. So I'm not surprised to find a whole meal laid out for me when my boots stomp on the tiles, echoing the dampened rhythm of the dance floor. There's a gorgeous woman leaning against the counter, her hair sticking up in every direction and makeup smudged all over her face. She looks at me when I enter and waves hello with the smoke she's holding, slurring some incoherent words to join her. I don't feel like wasting energy on her. I'm already so low, so hungry. So I only wave back. Another girl squatting in the corner, bawling her eyes out and mumbling something onto her phone. A gaggle of women surrounds her, patting her encouragingly on the shoulders and screaming compliments at her. This is actually what happens in, like, ladies' bathrooms, by the way. For anyone curious, like, this is actually what happens. The whole scene is surreal, but oh so familiar. I see it at every club, drunk girls suddenly feeling overprotective of perfect strangers in some way that transcends reality. Speaking of familiar scenes, there's another one waiting for me in the furthest stall. A woman kneeling over the toilet, passed out in a puddle of foreign sick. Bingo. A very gross one, but bingo nonetheless. And hey, beggars can't be choosers, right? You're not allowed to tell the secrets of the ladies' bathroom cult, though. Well, I've not told all the secrets. I haven't spoken to you about the mass sacrifices that we do in there. And that's okay. You don't need to know about those. I mean... No time for preciousness here. Hunger freshens to overwhelm my senses. I carefully close the stall door behind me and pick the girl up by her tank top, just enough so I can comfortably bite the vomit-free part of her neck. What? Every day I find something new about Ivy, not about choice. What did you find out today? That we sacrifice men in the ladies' toilets? Like, that's not a thing about me. That's just the ladies' toilets cult, you know? Porcelain Queen. Oh, how does one sign up? Magic. Like, this does feel AI generated though. Like, what am I looking at on the ceiling here? Why is there bones everywhere? That's supposed to be like a fish skull, like a shark or something, but I don't know what this is supposed to be. She tastes like vodka and regret, the classic cocktail, and not the worst one I've ever tasted by far. It does look a bit off, it does a little bit, doesn't it? Exploit a feeding opportunity is the achievement I just got. She doesn't even twitch when I drink from her. I don't drain her completely, of course. Even though the amount I steal is not nearly enough to satisfy me, I let go after a few sips and pause to think. I think we help her out. I feel kind of guilty leaving her here to wake up, hungover from more than just the alcohol. Not like she's going to remember anything or whatever, but I haul her out of the stall and lay her down at the smoking girl's feet, who immediately starts cooing at her gently, oblivious to my actions. Maybe she hasn't even noticed I was in the stall for a while. It's only polite. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just polite, man. I'm done here. I casually wash my hands and disappear into the night like a ghost. He says I, like he's looking at me. I don't like. I casually wash my hands and disappear into the night like a ghost. For the moment, I am almost sated. I kind of want to know what happens if we feed from other people. So, you know. Okay, so when it goes white is the hunger. I still don't know what this is. I think this is the hunter bar. I've ignored my emails all week and I'm okay with that. Wait, you'll read your emails? I can't remember the last time I read my email. You guys getting emails? Normally spam emails. Please don't know it'll be a problem because I'll forever ignore it. Let's go. We take those. If D'Angelo's haven qualifies as a hovel, then this temporary shelter of mine is a full-on catastrophe. So utterly dismal makes force Tommy Wazoo to show the genuine tear. You don't get emails? Like, I get emails from like the council, but I don't read them. Like, obviously when I had a job, I got emails at work, but I didn't read those either. Like, I don't... I don't think I've ever willingly read an email in my life. Even when I was in college, I didn't get emails. I don't read them, I open them. Sorry, listeners. Mole is practically redecorating the ceiling. Let's not start on the bed. A suspiciously damp mattress that leaks some extra sus fluid onto the floor with each squeeze. I assume what I'm supposed to these days is it full of Viagra? just sales trigger. Oh, FOMO, I don't know what it was. 20,400. Shit, let's have a look. I did mass delete my emails the other day because I couldn't get any more. I currently have 5,067 that are unread. I have 198 in my junk email. See, the fact is I can't even say that that's like okay because I do just mass delete them on occasion. Sorry, I just refreshed 20,280. Jesus Christ. Home sweet fucking home. But hey, at least it's pretty secure. There's zero chance of sunlight sneaking in here. Maybe because the resident microbes have evolved enough to shut out anything that threatens their germy utopia. Roll out on the lumpy mattress and sulk over my dead Walkman, cursing myself for not getting spare batteries. When Renard pulled that thing out, I legit thought he was going to wiretap me. But it turns out he was just giving me a piece of his past. A little gift from the better times, or whatever. Honestly, as if I needed another thing to play my tunes. Our gang's not as uptight about going online as the tower, so we streamed just like everyone else. But I kinda got hooked, especially with the mountain of old cassettes crammed into our glove box. Digging through my belt bag in search of entertainment yields only the one steak that almost pierced my heart the night before. I can't believe they phoned me, that's crazy. Do you want to know what makes me mad? Right, do you want to know what really makes me mad? Is that Drago will send me like 7 or 8 messages on TikTok in a row and they'll all be short jokes. Shit, almost feels like another lifetime. Actually, the steak, some of them are some jokes. Yeah, but like, nah, there was that big stint that you just only sent me short jokes. Or like t-shirts that had short jokes on them. And I was like, not there, the fuck, otherwise I would have been marked present. True. The steak says my thoughts drifting to Parik. I'm pretty conflicted, to be honest. Can I trust him? He seems to be on my side, caring even. There's something off about him, something unsettling. I can't put my finger on it. It doesn't help that he changes the length of my leash for no rhyme or reason. His mood swings faster than the San Francisco weather. So annoying that he's now indispensable to my survival. Except for tonight, he was anything but. Still, he introduced me to Mato. My gut screaming this is going to be a game changer for navigating the city. Maybe even beyond. Skylar, not so much. And Jess... yeah, I'll hold off on poking at that sore spot for a bit longer. At least until I shake off the dark sleep that's clawing at me, eager, suffocating, steadily pulling me into the abyss. I would say that I've been more than considerate. She responds with silence, and that unnervingly calm, icy stare that could easily drive one to the brink of madness. It's a weapon she's honed to perfection. I thought I'd be used to it by now. It slices through me as viciously as the very first time. How long has it been now? 5, 6 months? Half a year trapped in this endless spin of justifications, half-truths, and unfulfilled promises, constantly veered up. Welcome back. Despite her alleged interest in my unique condition, despite our shared thirst for answers, despite the growing urgency, the resolution to my dilemma always hovers just beyond my grasp. Still, she is the first kindred to make me believe she could truly grant me reprieve. I've been holding up my end of the bargain. Not once have I raised objection, not once have I strayed from our agreement. But I'm not one of your puppets, Rachel. I thought I made my stance unequivocally clear. The autism taught me to realize I hate 95% of the spoons in the world. Fuck the spoons, man. Smash. Oh my goodness. That you did. This cannot go on. You need to deliver on your promises, or I'm walking away. She cracks a smile, as stunning as it is rare, like a dragon flashing its fangs. It suits her, given her true nature. All in due time, dear. All in due time. Complete the anarchy chapter. Let's go.